Hello, my name is James Paul. Thank you for taking the time to come and view my online portfolio. This is a quick walkthrough for a piece I created whilst I was a student at Stafford University for a module called Collaborative Games Development and Testing. Everything in this scene I created, materials, textures, etc. In the design document, it was just tasked to be a stage in which the player would have to walk across to get to the next zone. I was given complete open freedom to do whatever I wanted with the stage. I elected to go for Alice in Wonderland, and I elected to have props that appear to be cardboard cutouts painted by the children of the school. This allowed me to use very modular assets that I could retexture in different colours and repeat about at different sizes. And overall, I think this achieved quite a dramatic effect for what are a small amount of assets. All collision was added in 3ds Max, all part of the model. All the model itself is one model with a multi-sub-object material, and every material within the scene is hand-painted, 100% hand-painted. No photo assets were used on anything in the scene. Oh, except for the walls in which decals were used to create the broken up effects. The fog is a animated texture and made entirely within UDK, attached onto a plane with a volumetric fog box over the top, and the player would be simply guided by the layout of the props on the stage to follow the path around and eventually fall down a metaphorical rabbit hole for Alice in Wonderland. This would bring the player to a tunnel to get to the next level. This is a perspective tunnel inspired by Alice in Wonderland. It looks a lot longer than it is. Again, this wasn't in the brief, I just decided to give it a go. We didn't actually use this in the end, mostly due to time constraints, but the plan was that the player would drop in here a second or two so the eyes would adjust, they think it would be some distance, and then they'd start to move, and as you can see you quickly arrive at the door and the player is actually larger than the tunnel. At around this point, our matinee sequence would trigger to send the player into a crawl mode until they got to the door, and then another matinee would trigger showing the player squeezing through the tight door, coming up on the other stage in the next room. Unfortunately, as I say, this was eventually dropped because we just didn't have the time to make the matinees, and it was just changed into a rabbit hole drop down into the next level. So yes, that's everything for this asset, I believe. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you found it educational. I thank you again for your time and for visiting my portfolio, and I hope to see you again. Thank you, goodbye.